Hey everybody, welcome to the Bullseye channel. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be doing a follow-up kind of chat video, very short, where we are first going to talk about the Dan Wesson 50-yard test that we released on Friday, and just kind of get your take and then ask a question of all you. I'm very interested into your thoughts. Then we're going to do a little bit of new gun goofing, and then I'm going to give you an update on MHS, and then we'll forecast what's happening later this week. So this is a little bit of an update. First off, happy 250th birthday to the Marine Corps, to all those Marines out there, 250 years. And we can only, this is my favorite meme thus far, we can only really just say thank you to the people who looked at the U.S. Army 250 years ago and said, this ain't going to cut it. And got the Marines. I was actually out of Philadelphia with my beautiful bride, celebrating at the birthplace of the Marine Corps. Ton Tavern, 1775, 10 November. All right. First, let's talk about the Dan Wesson. Dan Wesson. Holy Moses. 2.35 inch 50-yard bench group, 2.5 inch, if I think I'm remembering correctly, one-handed at 50 yards, just by moi, the best group that we've had on a 50-yard test, and that includes target 22s, that includes guns with dots, that includes really heavy guns, and all the guns that you haven't seen, not just the guns that are currently released out of the 50-yard test. Like, it's the best in terms of my performance. And wow, so here's my question for you. Does anybody know the backstory? Why are Dan Wessons so good? Why? Well, I guess that one was a post CZ purchase. The serial number actually said CZ number. And that one was really good, but they've been good for a long time. And I'm really curious about who was the master pistol smith at CZ or Dan Wesson. Why were they as good as they were? Certainly, I remember used to be able to pick up the Blem models for like $1,100, which was a great deal. Like Blem Valors, C-Bobs, V-Bobs, all that. And then they just started getting more and more expensive, and people are still buying them, and they're still really good. So I'm just curious, like, who's the boss there? Why are they that good? And would you buy one today, like a brand new one with everything that's in the market? Would you buy a Dan Wesson 1911? So that's my question about Dan Wesson. Let's move on to some quick new gun goofing. First up, Wilson Combat Centennial Compact. Did this on a trade with a buddy. Centennial, Wilson Combat, meaning, Bill Wilson. And then Centennial Compact, meaning the Centennial frame, but not the Centennial frame. Compact meaning officer size. This is an officer size, 3.6 inches, carry gun, all steel. Chambered in 9mm. Did this on 50-yard test. It did not, I'm not telling you what it is because I'm not going to spoil it, but it did not do as well as the Guardian. I think probably because of these stupid little U sights that just for some reason Wilson Combat is like super into. I can't stand them. But anyway, I was thinking about getting an optic on this. You let me know what you think, but really nice little carry package and very pleasant to shoot. But that's not the coolest. That's not the coolest new gun goofing. The coolest new gun goofing, you guys have been saying it for at least a year. Get yourself a Magnum. Well, I got myself a Magnum. There you go. 629 Smith & Wesson 44 Magnum. Going to get this thing outfitted for deer season right after finishing this video. Got a mount, got a Holosun EPS, and I've got some camo, old school vintage camo, end frame Packmeyer grips. So I am really excited to get this thing outfitted and to get out there. I have not fired 50-yard test on this. Let me know if you want that. And then let me know if you want me to fire full power, one-handed 44 mag loads at 50 yards, or if you want me to wimp out and fire cowboy action. I will do what you guys think, and I will hate you for it if you pick the the full power loads, but whatever, it is what it is. And then I got some camo Packmeyer grips on my 22 Offenser's model. Pretty sweet. If you ask me, I've been actually shooting this double action a lot lately to sort of work on my grip because it has a very stacky grip. But we love an officer model match here. Yes, I know people like the K22 better. I'm actually eventually going to get a K22. So that's what's up. Let's do a quick rundown of the MHS. We're still shooting the guns. Again, like right now in the MHS, we're just shooting them, trying to get them up to a round count. Trust me, it's pretty boring, so that's why I'm not doing a ton of filming. But here you go. Right now, this is my focus. This is the Glock 19X. It has 1,500 rounds on it, and this week I will get it to 2,000. That is my promise to you. And then I will move on getting the others, which are, except for the APX, are at 1,300 or 1,400, with the APX much lower. Right now, none of them have malfunctions except for the APX, and the APX has 2 malfunctions. The rest of them have been pretty much flawless. So that's the update on the MHS. Here with it being getting into winter, if we get a really nice good winter cold spell, I'll probably do a little cold adverse, kind of like, testing, right? We'll throw them out, get them cold, and then see which one functions and which one doesn't. So that'd be kind of fun. But that's it. And then coming up on Friday, you're going to get another video again, I think maybe even more, like almost 15 straight weeks of 50-yard tests are headed your way. So that's what you're going to see over the holidays. I hope you're ready for it. I mean, like into March, you're going to be seeing 50-yard tests, unless we do like a little midstream update video on some of the other stuff. Your next one is going to be an amateur built 38 special 1911. So that should be a really, really cool one. It's got a dot on it. It's a super good video. I hope you guys enjoyed that on Friday. And then we'll pop back in after it releases and we'll kind of talk about your comments. But really appreciate everybody. It's been a pretty good run for the channel thus far, and we're going to move into 50-yard tests. So I hope you guys are doing well. Leave you the 3 rules for life. Rule 1, don't be a jerk. Rule 2, take care of yourself. Rule 3, help other people. And as always, know you don't know what's going on in somebody else's mind. They don't know what's going on in your mind. So be kind and courteous when dealing with other people. Hold hard, shoot straight.